We are extremely concerned and worried the way Donald Trump captured Nicolas Maduro, and more importantly, that the United States of America is the one of the key founder of United Nations and UN Charter, and they are the advocate of international law, and they were the one of the key founders of present global system. So the way the President of United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump, has violated international law, international norms, and state territorial sovereignty of an independent country, which is it's really alarming for world order and global systems. So UN Charter does not permit to attack and capture the president of one country, of a sovereign country, to another country. So without declaring war, without following war conventions, and this is the clear violations of international law. It does not matter whether Nicolas Maduro is a dictatorial president or else. So he is the president of an independent state. So you cannot do this. Because a president of one country cannot be judged arbitrarily to another country. So during the after Second World War, we have seen there is a growth of institutionalism. So United Nations formulated, there are key regional organization like European Union formed, NATO formed, ASEAN formed, African Union formed. So and so there was a sense of collectivism in global systems, despite war in Afghanistan, despite war in Iraq, and other few wars. There was somehow international trade, commerce was continued more smoothly, despite there are criticism, there are arguments that the West is dominating the systems, but there was an sense of international system, there was a sense of liberalism, there was a sense of cooperation among states, more or less. But recent development under Trump administrations is completely disregard the international norms, international sovereignty. So this integrity of a nation's integrity of a independent states has been by and large respected by many countries except few. And the recent what happened in Venezuela, what happens to Nicolas Maduro, it is a clear signing and warning. If a strong country, the way Trump did it, if strong countries like China do for Taiwan, if Russia do for Ukraine, if India do for Bangladesh, or if Pakistan do for Afghanistan, so if the powerful countries act like this fashion in future, then it will not be surprising, because already there is an example set by the Mr. Trump, and that's why the militarily less powerful countries will lot to concern about, and that's why international system might be collapsed in future if that is not corrected immediately. But who is going to pressure Donald Trump to avoid his such a nonsense activities? So it is not possible at the moment. And another interesting development that is more alarming, that Donald Trump is declared that he wants to own Greenland to US, and that would be a huge blow to international systems. Not international systems, for American system will collapse. United States of America's hegemony prevails in international systems because of Europe, because of NATO. Whatever the powerful United States military is, whatever the powerful the United States as a country, but without Europe, United States will be much vulnerable than right now. So if don't forget that Greenland is a part of Denmark, and they are the members of NATO. So the the idea of collective security as enshrined in Article 5. So if USA physically attacked Greenland, that would be a huge blow for NATO, and that would be the end of NATO. And end of NATO will create lot of doubt, lot of suspect, lot of confusions, and lot of threat to the European Union. So a fragile Euro and US relationship will be the end of the Western dominance, and that would be a huge opening for China and Russia and Iran and other countries like India, Brazil, South Africa, and North Korea. Those who wants to end the dominance of the West, they wants multipolarity in global systems. So I think if Trump attacks Greenland, that would be a huge strategically strategic significance for the world systems, and that would be the end of USA. I think if Trump attacked Greenland, that would be the end of USA, because if European Union, and they have a lot of powerful countries like France, Germany, Britain, and Italy, Portugal, they are all powerful countries, and if they re-engage with Russia, and that would be a huge blow for the United States of America, and that would be a new opening for the China and Russia to engage with Europe. So the Western dominance and dominance of America is directly or indirectly depends on the European support in international system. So and this is the next 1 or 2 years going to be a very crucial years, that how United States is deal with Mr. Trump, how Trump it is very important to rationalize Trump, otherwise the US dominance will be in trouble, and that would be the opening for China and Russia to lead the global stage. Thank you.